sorry girls about how to do pocket holes into a floating shelf.
To where we're not hitting any electrical.
What's up? So it's been a long time since we've been wanting to do this. That is adding some floating shelves next to our window in our kitchen. Right there. Thank you.
You can call me Vanna White.
Vanna White, thank you very much. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and we got some a board that I think is 2x10.
We got a 2x12.
Okay, we got a 2x12 and we want to make it a 2x8. So we're actually gonna rip the sides so that it's nice and crisp. Instead of when you get the wood, it's normally nice and rounded. We want it in a crisp line. So we're gonna rip that, then we're gonna cut it to size. And we are going to stain it. Let's see how it goes. All right, so as you can tell, we don't have backsplash yet. And to make the backsplash work a little bit easier, because we wanna bring it all the way out, is we're going to have the bottom of our floating shelf match the stove cabinets, the height. So it's gonna be the same thing here, and we're gonna match how far it is from the window just so that it looks symmetrical, and it's gonna go all the way till it hits the end of our counter here. Here we are just writing down our measurements. We needed to figure out how long we needed the pieces to be so that it was symmetrical to the other side. We needed to understand how close from the window it needed to be and how high. So just taking all those measurements and doing some math that we love so much. Find our middle school math again, fractions. So hopefully we did it right. All those math nerds out there, take a look and see if we did. If not, well, our shelf measurements are gonna be wrong, but you know, whatever.
We got the shaded setup today. We decided no need to work in the sun. So we got everything pulled out here. Still using Ron's tools. Shout out to the GC.
Cut one side.
Yeah, so we need to
11 1/4.
Alright, so instead of trying to make really fancy cuts, really just doing fancy math, we're taking 1.5 inches off each side, because obviously 12-inch boards are not 12 inches wide. Have nice 90-degree edges.
After we were done ripping the board to the size that we needed, now Wayne is going ahead and cutting the length of the shelves that we needed here. Since we were doing 2 shelves, he is now cutting the second one. As you can see here, our blade doesn't go all the way across the board, so we had to flip it and cut it on that side as well.
So, we've been very fortunate to borrow tools like we've said. We figured we would slowly start to add to our collection. So we finally bought sander. Not the most expensive of tools, but we didn't have one.
All right, now we're gonna condition the wood so that we can stain it later.
For all you young boys out there, it's best to condition your wood before you go out.
All right, so we have a bunch of sample stain that we bought back in the day when we were doing those exposed beams in the house. So we're gonna see if we like any of them so we don't have to buy new ones, and let's see if we have any combinations we like. Okay, we have cinnamon stick. We have cinnamon stick mixed with English chestnut, and then we have English chestnut. And then this is driftwood, and over here is fruitwood. 2 coats of cinnamon stick. Okay, can I see the English chestnut? I like that it's darker. I like that color better.
She likes the 2 coats of the cinnamon stick, so we're gonna go for it.
Hours later.
I like it. I don't think we need another coat.
I don't think so either.
I'll just put a sealer on it. Exciting!
Okay. Looks good. Let me see the other side. Flip it.
I'm excited. Floating shelves. Let's do it. Next up, we're gonna do a polyurethane water-based mat for protection. There's a joke there, but.
What up, y'all? It's been a hot minute. We traveled, we got lazy. We're
back in the project mode.
We're gonna finish these daggone floating shelves. It's the scary part. Are we gonna F up the drywall and we gotta do more? Or is the idea gonna work?
Yeah, so we watched a video from the Sorry Girls about how to do pocket holes into a floating shelf. However, the ones that they did were into studs. And as you guys probably know, this wall is an exterior wall, so it's pretty much just the cinder block, and the studs go horizontal. And we're not sure if that's gonna be as sturdy as the studs. So we'll figure it out.
So this stud is gonna figure it all out.
We will, yeah. Good job.
Alright, so trying to figure out where we're gonna put our pocket holes. We know we've got electrical running here, not worried about that. But we have it running right about here. So we're trying to play it safe. So we took our measurements, filled it up, kind of measured it. So we're gonna do it at 2, 10, 22, and 30. And that should kind of safely cover our to where we're not hitting any electrical.
What Wayne is doing right now is just marking where we want to put the holes, making sure we're going to miss that electrical. You want to set the jig to 1 inch.
Kreg Jig trying to take me out. No, no, no.
And you're going to set the drill bit to 3/4 inch. We opted to do 4 pocket holes on each shelf. probably could get away with 3, but we just wanted to be extra secure. Right here, we're just measuring how high up we want the shelf to be, marking it so it's easier for us to hold up that shelf as we drill in the holes. Unfortunately, we did have to use a hammer drill to go through the cinder block, so it made it really hard to try to hold on to the shelf and keep it level as we were going through this. I mean, I don't know why it jumped like that.
You don't know stress until you hammer drilled into your wall not knowing exactly where your electricity is, and then you found out you didn't hit it.
And just move it side to side a little bit.
So, issue we were running into, I mean, this is not a pocket hole screw, this is a masonry screw. This does not fit into the hole that this makes. So I went out, just kind of wiggled this around a little bit, and it worked on our first hole.
Made them a little bit bigger.
So working theory is it's going to work for the other 3. We'll find out.
Hey-oh!
30 minutes later, one side done.
Now we're gonna have to do this again.
Now we gotta do another
Here,
one. Have a little fun in the sun. Hey, it's up though.
Woo! Woo! Did okay. Decent job. We decided to turn the power off. We weren't 100% sure. I mean, we're pretty sure it's right here, but
Watch your buns.
we weren't sure. So, you know, we'll find out.
So, we don't think it's the sturdiest, but it can handle a candle. That's really new from Joann's. It can handle a photo. And that's kind of what these shelves are. They're meant to be decorative for Milani to do some really cute interior decorating. So, to whoever buys this house whenever we move out, don't put heavy shit on here because it'll come right out of the wall, more than likely. Do you think we should have done the upper one first?
Probably.
At this point?
Probably. But you know what? We live and we learn. So the next time we do floating shelves, we'll know what to do.
That still works.
Laundry. That's outside. Kitchen.
Myself. Woo!
And yay!
Nice. Wilson, we did it.
To be fair, I don't know if we would know right away if we did hit one.
If your house burns down shortly, then you know that this was a failure. We're still in those lines. We might be touching it. But it passes.
Here is our before. So we really didn't have anything on this side. No cabinets, no shelving, kind of just bare. And here's the after. We are really nervous about this pocket hole method. It seems to be working out really well. We've had them up for a few weeks now and they are doing just fine. We love them. They look so great and we're glad we did them.